Right people, Mapanga Man is back. We are talking Cichlid knowledge. Do we go with the Malawi Cichlid's Mabuna books, or do we go with the internet? As you can see, this is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, comment, and let's get the journey started. There's so much in the world of cichlids that no one could say that they are an expert. But do we go with Cichlid Crazy 1? Do we go with Romo Caden 0608? Do we even go with a UK aquatic company? Or do we go with our LFS, local fish shop, for the people in the know? I mean, there is just so many people out there. But, saying that people, there are people worth looking at. The people I like using are, when I usually use them, is, let's see, Young Skywalker, can't fault him. Lou9294, can't fault him either. Paul Madfish, he's keeping it real. We've got Rob Oswald, really good. Oz Malawi John, doing even good. And then we've got our American people who you just can't live without. I like using the King of DIY because he gives me ideas to build things, and I do usually build, or should I say the missus builds. I've got Ryan Brownie, I've got Cichlid AM, African Cichlid Up, another man who's even visited the shores of Lake Malawi. Please look up him, he knows what he's talking about. But then I've got Cichlid Man 09, I've got the Rick 2325, Mr. Honey to You, Cyber Agarius. I've got Brian Wilson. There's just so many people out there, but who do you choose? You know, because I find that sometimes you look at some of these videos and, you know, we all like to give our own knowledge, but I find that when I look at some of these books and then I talk to some of these people online, these people online know more than the books. Because, you know, this book is like Malawi Cichlid's Mabuna by Mary E. Sweeney. But this is like 1997. Why is there nothing up to date? I mean, look, got lovely pictures of, you know, peacocks and things like that. We've got more peacocks, or Melobi Persuadio Tropheus Zebra, or Marmalade Cat. You know, pictures of their mouth, pictures of them in a tank. There's just so much knowledge out there, but I find some of this stuff, like this is breeding now, but look at some of these fish. Look. I mean, you know, they say, oh, these fish are so rare, but I'm not being funny. If you look at most of these people, Lou9294, wow, he is a peacock man. But then you got Brian Wilson, who proper keeps it real, you know. But then you got fish here that are absolutely stunning. And you know, they tell you to feed them bloodworm in a Mabuna book. And I'm not being funny. Every time I've fed my fish, look at them lovely peacocks. Look, people, there is so much knowledge out there. But do we use books? Or do we use internet? You know, is the internet the way forward? Or is it good to just sit there on a Sunday night, have a nice cold drink, get your head in them pages and find some new knowledge? Or are we just reading the same stuff over and over and over again, but just spelt in a different way? See, I find that most of these, they sound okay, these new books, but most of them are just the same stuff, but just told in a different way. I'll show you a couple of videos of a couple of the people I usually deal with, because I like watching their videos, and you know, they tell it. Let's go to Paul Madfish. Now, Paul Madfish is a UK bloke. Sorry if there's a bit of glare on the screen, but you know, he's now started doing you know, discus tanks and all that. I'm not being funny. You know, they're a lovely video, but discus tanks, mate. Oh, I don't know about you. Look, he's got some lovely fish in there. Look at the size of that discus. Look. But he's loving the real plants. Me, myself, I like to stay out of the plant game because I find that you are just losing plants and spending money. Right, all I can say, people, please give me a comment back telling me whether you use the internet. You know, do you use any of the same people I use? Do we all keep together and keep the Cichlid game strong? Or do we use the books? Because the books I find are okay, but they're a little bit out of date. It'd be nice for someone to, you know, bring out a series, even a couple of DVDs, you know, giving us a bit more knowledge about them, you know, what is good food for them, what is the water chemistry and things like that, because, you know, I hear so many different stories that you read these books and they go, oh, you can't put salt in your tank, and then you go on to someone's video and they're putting salt in their tank. And treatments, you know, I've spoke to a couple of breeders locally and they say, oh, just use them on normal tap water, but I find it causes ag. You know, these are very, very sensitive fish. If you don't get them water parameters and conditions and cleanliness right, you're going to be more aggro to the fish than anything. All I can say is let's try and keep it easy so all of us know what we're talking about. Right, I'm going to have a look about, and on my next video I'm going to talk water quality, filters, heaters, you know. Let's start back at the beginning and work our way back to getting a perfect tank. At the moment I'm building a 5x2x2 and I'm planning it slowly. The tank and the stand are up and gone. Now is the heater. Talking of heaters, are we going to go inline? Are we going to go with heaters on show? I'm going to have a Titan heater. Is 600 watts. I think that's more than enough in my Cichlid tank. And then I'm going to have two externals running over 3,000 litres an hour, which should keep my water crystal clear. But one, I'm going to have some Aqua Home Biomedia, and the other one I'm thinking either Purigen or something else. I don't really know yet. I've not made my mind up, but anyone give me an idea how they set their filters up so I can have a look and work out the best way to set mine up. Right, this is Mapanga Man out. Please give a like, comment or a subscribe. I will subscribe back, but a big shout out to Lou9294, Young Skywalker aka Two Tanks, Brian Wilson and any of you other Cichlid nuts out there. Please, let's keep this game going. Right, this is Mapanga Man out. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bye people, till the next time.